I had grown up saying that I was a Christian. It was more of a thing that I did. When I came to fellowship, that's when it became a real relationship.
Raised in a kind of a non-traditional, non-Christian house. I didn't come into faith until early 30s. Started attending fellowship on Mosaic. I can remember sitting in the back row when Christ really spoke to me. As our relationship grew, our faith grew, and our belonging and fellowship grew with that.
We started with a community group. We were invited by another couple that we knew from work. We had thought about it for a while. We started with a lot of fears. The thought can be a little daunting. I mean, I had everything from, I'm younger in my walk with Christ. What if I don't know enough about the Bible? What if my house isn't big enough to host? What if I don't like the people or they don't like me? There's so many doubts. We just needed that one person to invite us to their group. And once that happened, it was a life changer for us.
There's just something about that community that brings us all together. It's a friendship, it's a bond. There's just life stories. There's just different things it brings.
It's not where you come to just talk about the word. It's a family. It's a feeling. It's a connection that goes well beyond just a meeting in a house every other week. You know, whether it be taking someone a meal or just spending time with them, it's a community. It's not a meeting. It's amazing how many people we met that weren't in a community group once we really started looking. I promise you there are plenty of people to invite around fellowship. Fellowship is a big church. It would be very easy to come in and check the box. So having community helps you to stay on track, but it also lets you know that there's love anyway.
Looking for that one more really drove the group getting a little bit bigger than where we started, and we would love to add. Always looking for one more. So there's always an opportunity, and community group means so much to us, and it's really, we just want to share that with others. As we got into the preschool, love the kids, love pouring into them, setting an example. You see them learning the stories and sharing the stories with their parents when they come in. And it's just a way of giving back not only to the church, but really to the kids.
You're planting a seed. I love being part of that for a future generation. I love watching our kids grow. I love watching them learn the stories. I love watching them tell their parents when they come back in and they remember what we learned the last week, or we actually go through our story every single week. And then hearing the story of Jesus come from a 4-year-old is amazing.
Being parents and understanding where they are really gives us that ability to see, if they're having a rough morning. I mean, we remember taking our kids into a preschool and dropping them off and hoping they enjoy it.
Dropping your children off with anyone can be a scary moment, but when you see that person is really loving them and providing a good example for them, it's much easier. And then when you can connect over that shared kind of love for that child or that kiddo as they come in every Sunday, it just opens up the door for you guys to be a broader community.
FSM, our girls have gone through that, kind of their community group. Memphis is a life changer. It brings something different. They see the world in a different light when they go into these mission trips. Just the opportunities to share the word. There's a bond there. There's friendships there. There's friendships that go into college with our oldest. It's just been fantastic to see the girls grow up in that. I lost my father 2.5 years ago. We both have lost our jobs in the last 2 years. But without church, though, I don't know where we would have been. When it's really hard and dark, it's just amazing what the church can do for us.
Joining fellowship and being a part of something to start, and then really building my relationship with Christ, it was letting go of some of those things that didn't matter. I'm a much happier person. It makes our marriage stronger. I pray for us. I pray for our children.
We pour into church because it pours into us. That's really what fellowship is about. And if it's not the service giving us a message of what we need at the time, it's the small groups helping us. It's pouring into the kids and just seeing there's something else besides a job. There's things in life that I think we just overlook and we take for granted. Now, how do we spread the word? It just gives us avenues to do that. That's really what we're here for, talking about and spreading the word of Christ.